How are you doing, folks? I'm JW again, and welcome to another edition of Twinsburg Training. Today we're working on arguably the most special thing that goes on in Twinsburg, at least as part of the official festival. I'm talking about the Double Take Parade. It's one of the few parades I know of that lets anyone participate. It's a lot of fun, even if we're a little sleep deprived and hungover from the night before. Now, I was going to do this at a standard high school track. I changed my mind because a quiet neighborhood street actually gives us some of the landmarks or obstacles, for lack of a better term, we can use for our training. The only other things we need are the kind of shoes we're going to wear for the parade and a bag with about as much weight as the backpacks, purses, or tote bags we're going to carry with us. Very important to be honest with yourselves. You will be carrying a lot of gear, and you're going to have to march for probably a couple miles before you even get to the festival itself. So make sure you wear comfortable shoes, and for practice purposes, try to put 5 or 10 pounds of gear into your bag if you can. For my advanced trainers, find a way to simulate sleep deprivation and hangover. For instance, do this first thing in the morning without any caffeine, but don't try that right away. We're going to start our workout with a 100-meter run to the golf cart. At some point, I think we all have seen a half-empty golf cart pull out when we were about 50 feet from the pickup spot. We're practicing for that now. Now, I'm not going to do the whole run, but just to show you, the idea is to wave at least one arm over your head constantly and yell, "Wait for us, wait for us." So here we are in a parking lot where I'm going to demonstrate that 100-meter run. Wait for us, wait for us. Now, according to Google Maps, it's 1.2 miles from the center of the town square to the festival gate, or 1.3 if you walk the entire parade route past the reviewing stands and to the gate from there. What makes things complicated is we don't walk the whole route at a steady pace. It's stop and start and go back and speed up and slow down. In the words of Joe Diffie, all of the chaos makes perfect sense. Now, this is a residential street in a subdivision, and you might notice that it has a number of obstacles, for lack of a better term, or let's say props, that you can use to simulate the conditions of actually walking down the parade route. For instance, this mailbox we just passed. This is someone who's trying to get your attention and calls you over. So let's go back there. Now you go back there and they say, "Hey, I love your costumes. Can we take a picture with you?" And you say, "Sure." So you take a nice little selfie, click, and maybe you talk to them a little bit and you go on. Now, you see another mailbox up there, and that is a group of friends you haven't seen in a couple years. Now, since they're walking way ahead of you, you got to power walk. Do a little wave above your head too. Oh my God, it's been forever. So you get up there, make sure you do the double hug, 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 and then you can walk with them now. While I made this video mainly for fun, I do want to make a couple of serious notes. If you do any kind of a practice like this and something makes you uncomfortable, it probably is going to make you uncomfortable during the real event. Make sure you do some serious practice walking before the festival, and make sure you wear the comfortable shoes I said before. Bring some water and sunscreen, and bring a bag that's easy to carry over your shoulder. Personally, I also bring ankle braces, and I bring bandanas I can soak, and tie around my head and neck to cool off too. Even though there are plenty of folks around who can give you first aid, the last thing I want to see is you or your brother or sister get hurt during what should be a fun and exciting time. As always, safety is a very important thing to do. So, stay safe, have fun everyone. Looking forward to seeing you at the parade. Once again, I'm JW. your Twinsburg trainer.